It's a little loud for me, but how is it for you guys? That seems about right, maybe. I don't know. A little loud? Okay, I turned it down just a little bit. Text speed, let's go a little bit that. Auto forward time. I don't know what that means. Okay. Skip unseen text, skip after choices. Wait, I don't know what that is. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing here. Let's just, this is so weird. Let's just play. Enter your name. Enter our name. What do we want our name to be? Should I just do like my actual name, or should we come up with a queen? Let's just do AQ. AQ maybe? We do queen. Do AQ. Okay. AQ. All right, let's see. Hey! Oh my God, am I gonna read this whole thing? Like I need a drink. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Hold on. Let me turn the music down just a little bit more. There we go. Okay. All right, Sayori, the girl Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend that you'd never see yourself making today. But it kind of just works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school today on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sorori catch up to me. Ah, I overslept again. Should I do baby voices? But I caught you this time. Oh my Lanta. All right. And then I say how I would normally talk to people, right? Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Wink. You say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, AQ. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think that we're a couple or something. Oh, I'm fine. But you did wait for me after all. She is super cringy. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, AQ, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I'm not a club person. I already told you this. I haven't been looking either. And that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. That sounds exactly like me. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What the fuck is a NEET? NEET? You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Okay. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. She does sound like a stalker. See you, Silk. All right, so the school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Tori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with an anime club. Hello? Zuri must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. Is the music still really loud, or is that just me? Do you want me to turn the music down a little bit more? Let me turn it down a little bit more. There we go. All right. Okay, I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw that you were just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. This freaking heifer, what the heck? You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought that you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah, there is no way on God's green flat earth I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought that it would be fun to help start a new club. And since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be way less. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I got into the club yesterday I would bring a new member. So she volunteered me. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Sayori. I'm gonna call her Minion. Minion, don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Minion is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. A little long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yay, let's go. And thus today marks the day I told my soul for a cupcake. I dejectingly follow Minion across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Minion, who is full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Minion always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Wait, what? I'm a boy now? Okay. Way to kill the atmosphere. Why do I gotta be a boy? Why can't I be a girl? Ah, AQ, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry? Natsuki. Okay, so Natsuki's with pink hair. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student, and she's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Minion. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Minion says that quietly into my ear and then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. So we're gonna nickname Yuri to Clarinet. Clarinet says, don't say things like that. Clarinet, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Minion and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Okay, so we got Monica. That's right. It's great to see you again, AQ. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we really talked, but we were in the same class last year. Okay, so Monica's Ginseng 10, Yuri is clarinet, and Sorori is minion. Got it. Okay. Ginseng 10 was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having Ginseng 10 smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Ginseng 10. Come sit down, AQ. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me. We're Ginseng 10. I have to keep up with the names. I'll get the cupcakes. Natsuki says, hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Minion mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Ginseng 10 and one space next to Minion. Okay. Natsuki and Clarinet walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Clarinet opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Minion. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Oh my gosh, so cute. Oh, the whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of the chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea that you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Minion grabs the first one and then Ginseng 10 and I follow. It's delicious! Minion talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she's made it herself. Man, this is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like, haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Minion said, well, maybe, but not for you, dummy. Okay. All right, chill. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Clarinet returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Becky says, Becky is Clarinet. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Guess? Ginseng 10 says, don't let yourself get intimidated. Clarinet's just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Clarinet looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Yeah, I've never played it. I don't know anything about it, Dante. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy the tea. I'm glad. Clarinet faintly smiles to herself in relief. Ginseng 10 raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was really afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Ginseng 10 that I was practically dragged here by Minion. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Minion seemed really happy here, so... Oh, that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Ginseng 10, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Ah, well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. May God have mercy on your soul. Jesus Christ, is it really that bad? Ginseng 10 really is a great leader. Clarinet also nods in agreement. Well, then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially if it's something that doesn't grab their attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow in this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Minion says, yeah! Becky says, we'll do our best. Natsuki says, you know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Jensington must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining, though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, AQ, what kinds of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half jokingly. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. Thank you, Faded! Thank you so much. Thank you for the biddies. Thank you, thank you. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Becky? Well, let's see. Clarinet traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Clarinet goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp for something that I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Clarinet might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Clarinet. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way that you look at the world, and only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki eyed darts over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? Well, you left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting, and it looked like you were working on a poem called, don't say that out loud, give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Minion sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why, do you care? I think it's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Why? Like, are you not a confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Or in this case, Clarinet? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess if it's the same for Clarinet. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Clarinet look quizzically at Jensington. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then the next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help all of us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, AQ? Monica, who is Jensington, smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still a problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said that I would join this club. Minion may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs that I want to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. They're judging me. This is like the first time I'm actually like looking at all the girls, by the way, because I've just been constantly reading. So this is literally the first time I'm like looking at them. They're judging me. But I'm sorry. I thought, hey, Q, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay. Okay, I decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yeah, I'm so happy. Minion wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone, I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remembers tonight's assignment. Write a poem, bring it to the next meeting, and we all can share. Jensington looks over at me once more. AQ, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up in me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit chat as Yuri and, as Jensington, no, fuck, I'm getting, okay, as Clarinet and Natsuki clean up their food, sorry. Hey, AQ, since we're already here, do you want to talk, or do you want to walk home together? That's right, Minion and I never walk home together anymore because she stays after school for the clubs. Sure, might as well. Sacrifices must be made. Yay! All right, here we go. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Minion, Natsuki, Clarinet, and of course, Jensington. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. All right, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Oh, which one of you ladies am I gonna be with? All right, I guess that starts with the writing poem tonight. All right, let's write a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. What am I supposed to just pick from these words? Let's go beauty. Beauty, vivacious. What? What the heck? Okay. Beauty, vivacious, suicide, sparkle, games, massacre, ambient, disoriented, raindrops. Oh yeah, let's do raindrops. Quiet, graveyard, warm. Let's go quiet. Let's do sugar, fireworks, sticky. Yeah. I have no idea, Clarinet. I'm just picking words. I have no idea what I'm doing. Starscape sounds pretty fun. Fireflies, let's go there. I like that word. Bubbles, vacation. Oh God, I need a vacation. Marriage, puppy, family. Oh, destiny. We have to pick come on, we gotta pick destiny. Treasure, promise, universe, sunset, waterfall. Let's go horror. Let's do romance. Special, daydream, holiday, aura, vitality. Marshmallow. Let's do marshmallow. Together. Lust. and lucky. All right, let's see what we got. By the way, this is free on PlayStation, guys. All right, this is Jensington. Hi again, AQ. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club, and I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, AQ. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like, he deserves any slack. I'm a she, but you know, it's fine, whatever. Call me what you like. Minion told me that you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take this seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Jensington and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. AQ always gives its best. As long as she's having fun. She helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Minion, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire, Minion. So, you know, just saying. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and AQ can be great friends too. Minion? All right, as usual, Minion seems oblivious to the weird situation that she's just put me into. Oh, Clarinet even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Minion, me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Minion made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. I'm sorry, Clarinet. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Don't worry about it. It's fine. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you guys is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal of it. All right. Well, here. Clarinet reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought that you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks that I'll like despite me not reading much. Clarinet, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Whew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Jensington to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Minion and Jensington are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Clarinet's face is already buried in a book, and I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down near the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book that Clarinet gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep now. I close my eyes and I end up listening in on Minion's conversation with Jensington. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing everyone that something that speaks to their creative mind. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we did come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's even a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Minion is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could cupcakes? Yeah, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Oh, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. I'm hungry too. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. So Clarinet is Yuri, Jensington is Monica, and Minion is Sorori. And then Natsuki's just Natsuki. I find myself smiling. In the end, Minion is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason why I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Minion can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Ah! I open my eyes and find Minion's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Ah, sorry, wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Jensington overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Minion. It's what I do best. Yeah, that's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. Yeah, I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Minion, it's written all over you. Huh? Minion glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair. It's sticking out all over here. I run my fingertips down the side of Minion's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really give a shit, so. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Minion, what the fuck? Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Minion, why? That's super mean. Sorry, but you're gonna thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Whoa. Okay. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Huh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. The fuck am I playing? If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. Why are you smiling about it? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud, Minion. Anyways, you look much better now, so why does it feel strange to see Minion's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Minion hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Whew. That's so much better. Minion puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyways, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. Minion says, I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. And I say, I guess so. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Minion. I was just joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone, huh? Jensington suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Hey, Q, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Minion still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find something to share with? I can't wait. Minion and Jensington enthusiastically pull out their poems. Minions is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Jensington's wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see that Jensington's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Clarinet reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. And I do the same myself. All right, here we go. My God, dude. Okay, who should I show my poem to first? Let's go with... let's go with Jensington. She's the president. Okay, I should start with Jensington. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know that I'm putting in effort. Hi, Q. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Well, it's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, AQ. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I do appreciate it when people put in the effort. I hand Jensington my poem. I like this one. It makes me think you're of something Minion might like. Oh? You and Minion are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Oh, well, I mean, we may be good friends, but Minion and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like you two really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not really reading too much into it? Oh, well, I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Clarinet. But in any case, Minion's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with her emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally expected. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. Well, I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It'd take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. Well, that's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel confident, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in a wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see it. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Okay. Okay. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. That kind of style has gotten pretty popular now these days. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Jensington's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand, go with the flow. That's my advice for today, and thanks for listening. Thanks, Jensington. Great advice. Holy fuck, I have to go through this whole thing. All right, let's go to Minion. Oh my goodness, this is so good, IQ. Huh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Minion, you must be seriously overreacting. I am not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what I like either. Ah, jeez. I'm sure Clarinet's opinion has to be a little bit more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's an AQ poem. And that makes me feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Minion hugs the sheet against her chest. You are so fucking weird, Minion. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, AQ. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Minion. I'm not sure if Minion sees the full picture of my motive here, but then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you. All right, I'm gonna hold you to that. Yay! Now you're reading my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Oh, let's see Minion's poem. Dear Sunshine. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Minion, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Yeah, I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Jensington's the best. Yeah, but next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. All right, let's go Clarinet. Clarinet stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Clarinet. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Oh, so it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Clarinet buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them often. I think the most noticeable thing that I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Clarinet finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something that you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them, but building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. Also, I hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Ow. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's all good. I'm not sure if Clarinet is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Yes, please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Clarinet smiles dreamingly as if there's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Amber? Did I say bathing? Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The cast yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Okay. Good shit, Clarinet. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking of that at all. Oh, but it took you a long time to read. Oh, well, yeah, I don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem, even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. No, not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Clarinet, are you into ghosts? Huh? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, IQ. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over at it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. That's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. Thank you, I worked real hard on it. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Who's got the purple hair? That's Clarinet. Clarinet has the purple hair. All right, Natsuki. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. Damn, that's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, it's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. No, I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But Isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yeah, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set it for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it's meant. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor with her last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, whew. Good Lord. You know what? I actually really wish that, I had you guys in Discord reading this. I think it'd be super fucking funny if we were like going back and forth reading this. All right, whew. I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way that my poems, blah, this literature club. And after all, I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Minion and Jensington are happily chatting. My eyes land on Clarinet and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems, and as they read them in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Clarinet smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to her desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can it be that cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. Huh. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Minion liked it, and AQ did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style, and I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And AQ liked my poem too, you know. She even told me she was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Clarinet. Huh? That's not what, you're just... Clarinet stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that AQ appreciates my advice more than she appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know that she didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do a really cutesy. Is everything okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as AQ started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turn towards me as if they've just noticed I was standing there. AQ! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, AQ. Wait, there's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, AQ? Well, how did I get dragged into this? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be, oh fuck. Minion! Minion! Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turned to Clarinet. But Clarinet's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Minion! Huh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Minion uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Hey, Q? Well, that's her problem. That isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Minion wants to tell Clarinet what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Clarinet, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Clarinet's poems are amazing because they paint a beautiful picture in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Clarinet's boobs are the same as they always were, big and beautiful. Minion stands triumphantly. Jensington stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Clarinet rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Minion is vice president, I whisper to Jensington. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not overly good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. And as president, that's kind of embarrassing for me. Well, you know, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess it just means Minion is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? I guess you could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Well, take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. And that makes two of us. You can count on me. Jensington smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. Jensington's amazing. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little bit more. Wink. Okay, everyone. Right. Caster says, what have we done? It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing your poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was all right, mostly. Hey, Q, how about you? Yeah, no, it was good. It's great. It was a neat thing talking to everybody. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I thought this was a horror game, by the way. I think to myself, did I learn a little more about kinds of poems everyone likes? With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want. I never read my poem. I nodded myself, newfound determination. Hey, Q, ready to walk home? Yeah, let's go. Minion beams at me. It truly has been a while since Minion and I have spent this much time together, and I can't really say that I'm not enjoying it either. Minion, about what happened earlier. Huh? What do you mean? Oh, well, you know, between Clarinet and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? Oh, no. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Whew. You know, AQ, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. Every day is gonna be so much fun. It looks like Minion still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation that I'm in. Sure, we're being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, just have to see what the future holds, Minion. I pat Minion on the shoulders. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Minion as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, let's do this. Is that what happens? Okay, we have to write. I don't know, like, I'm just picking words, I feel like, at this point. Let's go with, let's go with vivid, fireworks, marriage, Crimson. Suicide. Pink. Lust. I feel like I'm just picking the same words. These are the same words. Destiny. Graveyard. Imagination. Puppy. Rainbow. Horror. Doki Doki. Vivacious. I feel like I'm supposed to be picking like different words. Death. Let's go. Heart. Fantasy. Nightgown. Waterfall. There. I'm just picking random words. I have no idea. I'm in the first. Nice is the Forever Single Club. All right, another day passes and it's time for the club meeting. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Q. Yo, Minion. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. Well, that's a pretty simple thing that is gonna get you in a good mood, but I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No, I'm good. Huh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Minion? Huh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Huh? Minion nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill out onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Yeah, I knew it, Minion. I fucking knew it. I can see right through you, Minion. That's not fair. How did you even know? Because it's simple. You're broke. You're always broke. You're like me. We're broke all the time. Broke, broke, broke. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all of your money so that I would lend you some. This sounds exactly like Minion. Oh, this is great. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, Minion, and so that only leaves the one option. I love you, Minion. Minion's actually been taking care of me lately. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Clarinet suddenly giggles. Huh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in a book always. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book. Clarinet, tell AQ to let me borrow some money. No, don't get me involved like that, Minion. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And then frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just, I mean, I didn't mean that. You got too absorbed in my book. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Clarinet. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Minion, I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Minion knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys that she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if there weren't for cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Okay, come on. Give me more credit than that, Minion. Out of nowhere, something smacks Minion in the face and tumbles onto the desk. The fuck? Go! What was... a cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Minion glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Minion hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it, Minion. Good Lord. Minion rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Oh, so good. Minion suddenly clasps her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared one with me. Minion gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez, I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Minion off of her. Minion suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Minion trots away to safety. Clarinet and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Jensington, can you tell Minion? Natsuki glances around. Jensington's not in the club room. Where is Jensington anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry. I'm super sorry. Oh, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Jensington chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? I'm gay, you stupid klutz. Jensington quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall, and to be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Jensington. Well, I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Jensington. Jensington looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, AQ. Jensington smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. Well, in that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. No. I chose to leave out Minion's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Minion somehow already finished her entire cookie. Clarinet is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. EQ! Minion suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. You wanna come with me? Supplies? Like, for what? Well, you know how the festival's coming up. Me and Jensington, we're gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons and some markers and some glue sticks. Okay, I see. Yeah, sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Jensington, we'll be back soon. Why are you going with AQ to get supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with her. Oh, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It's just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, AQ? Yeah, let's go. So fucking funny. Minion and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Minion hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Minion finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Minion. What exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Jensington have it all planned out, so don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? Like what kind of performance? Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Oh, that sounds kind of dull. Hey, Q, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like, you say the lines of the poems like Between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that. Minion, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. Huh? You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know? Yeah, no, I get it. I totally get it. I just meant that it's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Oh, don't say that. It's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. I guess so. Oh, I'm so excited. Festival's going to be so much fun. Minion spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey, AQ, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Minion like this, but in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hole myself up in my room more and more, so going adventuring with Minion brings about a special sort of feeling that I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Minion heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have here. Crayons! Minion pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though. Minion starts pulling various crayons outside of the box, reading the color names. Okay, that's one down. Don't get distracted though. We still need to find, wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Okay. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Minion bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow, 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 ow. Are you okay? My forehead. Minion clutches her forehead. Jeez, Minion. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Minion is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Minion, but it hurts. Just do it for a second. What the fuck? Minion slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow, sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Hey, cute. Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Minion makes a silly joke. Okay, what are you saying? I'll be right back. Okay. You're the opposite of what you are. I pat Minion on their shoulder and run out of the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it'll be used as an ice pack rather than to drink, but I know Minion likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Minion. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop the crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Minion here. I hand Minion the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Minion opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Minion, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Fucking dumbass. Put it on your forehead. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Minion places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll be better soon. It looks like you cleaned up most of the crowns, though. That's good. Hey, Q. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like, I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things that you did, but sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself, or I'd get a bump and I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and you were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out, even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, I mean, maybe a little bit, kind of remember it. I guess I was just always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, yeah, I mean, it was my fault, I guess, in a way. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Hey, Q, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You really are a sweetheart. Do not call me that, please, and thank you. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Hey, Q, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up, where we'll each end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises, but well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing. So my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Minion has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Jensington, you know? Yeah, good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Minion hops to her feet. Ah! She clenches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Ooh. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Minion out of the classroom. Minion plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Minion, your forehead? She's fine. Don't worry about it. I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed? Uh-huh. I have it right. Minion frantically glances around herself. I forgot all this stuff. Calm down, Minion. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Ah, all right. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, AQ. Ah, well, Minion. I failed to come up with an excuse for Minion. I made it an adventure. Oh yeah, that. She made it an adventure. Okay, in any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone, are you ready to share your poems? I guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Fuck, I gotta go through all these pitches again. All right, who should I do my poem to first? Let's go Natsuki. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. What? What? Well, I mean, anything that isn't a train wreck is a win. And I get the feeling that you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Ah, glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Minion's poem from yesterday. Really? You think so? Yeah, well, I mean, I guess if you were friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength, but you never really struck me as her type. Minion has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was kind of a mean thing to say. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. So you could say that we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. What the fuck is this? I gotta read all this? I'm not reading all this. Amy likes spiders. Oh God, I need a fucking water. How long is this game? Jesus Christ, we haven't even gotten to the horror yet. Okay, Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. Like, why I'm not friends with her? That's it. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up. This fucking note. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me because she likes spiders. So her hands are probably gross, and that's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I'm just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. So do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks. That doesn't matter. It can't be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobbies or guilty pleasures, something that you're afraid if people find out. They'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Like, who cares someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, yeah, you're definitely right. I mean, at least I can relate to that. I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one tomorrow, so look forward to it. Oh my God, I got so many to go through. Let's do Jensington. All right, Jensington, you're up. Hi, Ganekyu. How's the writing going? It's okay. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with masterpiece. I would not count on that. You never know. Want to share your poem? Sure, here you go. Get my poem to Jensington. All right, it's pretty good. It makes me think of Minion, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like a dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy. It's just, I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Clarinet and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, not at all. I'm just still getting used to everyone here. Yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry, it's good. I get what you're saying. Well, all right. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way that this one turned out, so I hope you do too. All right, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, and endless. Something funny? Of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. The fuck? Save me? Load me? Okay. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way that I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper, choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way that I wrote the lines really short make it feel like they're trying to speak over the noises. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling or conversation with the reader. So, putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Jensington's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this a tip even about writing? What am I talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Wait, I need to save my game apparently. What the fuck? I need to save my game apparently. Quick, save. Oh, it's an autosave. Okay, I guess I'll just save whenever I have a decision. Okay, this is Clarinet now. Okay, let's see what you've written for today. Well done, AQ. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Clarinet. Coming from you, that means a lot. That's nothing. Just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the feelings that you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. Well, that's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Sure. Is this the poem that you wrote for today? Clarinet nods and timidly hands me her poem. Oh, dear Jesus. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilting snack. For a guilting snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of my bread, my subconscious, well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlonian something, I can't read it. I slice the bread and I feel myself again. Okay, so I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem's about. That's right, it's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. If I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Okay, Clarinet, you're fucking weird. Yeah, that's funny. Did Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for strange interests? Huh? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, well, does she really feel that way? Yeah. And it sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. Clarinet says I like bread and raccoon. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies, but I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Yeah, don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay, well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness. I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. These bitches, something is wrong with these girls. Something is very wrong with these girls. I feel like the only kind of normal one is Jensington, but then when she's like, make sure you save your game, and she's like, oh, what am I talking about? It's like, okay. All right, Minion's the last person here. Hey, Q, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything, but your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too? You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so no way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is at least likely to admit how much she likes something, but I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Huh? What? Stop thinking weird things, you idiot. Fucking idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure, even the little things. Like cooking? Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. And we have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. Huh? I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I'm trying to explain things to you, do you, Minion? I pat Minion's head. Hey, I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe? Minion starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, cute. Will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. What? Minion, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Jeez. Are you even listening anymore? Whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. Huh? I broke my pencil. Minion hastily bends down to pick up the pieces she dropped, but being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Minion clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Minion. Yeah. I grab Minion's arm and help her sit at her desk. Anyway, you still haven't read your poem? Oh, sorry, I forgot about that, but it's not as good as yours. It's okay, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle and I keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my finger goes. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. This sounds like something not suitable to talk about. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. This sounds like if I didn't know any better. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from my shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy shit, Minion. Minion, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Dizzington taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. Yeah, I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Never mind, I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, haven't you? Well, I hope you keep it up. Yeah, Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Well, don't get ahead of yourself. Minions always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. God damn, I'm losing my voice. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. Well, that's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Minion has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but it doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Oh, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. Well, we're going to be performing. Performing? Jensington? Yeah, like we're going to be having poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Minion's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Minion, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Jensington? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Oh, well, yeah, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's like no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Clarinet shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Minion. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Clarinet have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, and finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reactions that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then you know you can do it. Natsuki and Clarinet remain silent. Minion looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think that it's too much to ask. I think Minion and Jensington have been trying really hard to get new members, and the least we can do is help them out for a bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't like the idea. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over it. All right. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Clarinet? Clarinet dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Oh, that's everyone. You're the best, Clarinet. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Clarinet. But anyways, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Jensington? This is two-sided. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no, don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Jensington flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself, and then she stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Jensington begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. Are you ready, Jensington, for your clear? I'm gonna need you to get your shit together, damn it. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me, everybody has their eyes on Jensington. Minion looks amazed. Clarinet has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. And finally, Jinsington finishes the poem. 4 of us applaud. Jinsington takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Jinsington. Thank you. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Minion? I'll go next. Whoa. Clarinet's fired up all of a sudden. Clarinet clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly to the poem. The poem is called... Clarinet anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Clarinet. It's called... Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Clarinet's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this, and why she is suddenly putting in so much effort. As Clarinet gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Clarinet gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Clarinet keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she finished. Everyone is stunned. Clarinet snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me after, and we give Clarinet the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applauded, Clarinet holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Clarinet, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Clarinet is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Minion hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Minion. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting it to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. I see. Okay then. Minion begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Minion is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Minion's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Minion meant when she said that she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought that I knew through and through. Minion finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Minion. Even AQ liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that mean? It came out nicely, Minion. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Huh? I don't really understand. Well, in other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before AQ. It's not like I can compare it to you guys anyway. Might as well let AQ lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Oh my Jesus. Sorry. We gotta ban people. All right, no worries. Trying to watch stream again and I got a warning of context. Yeah, we had to put it there because I don't know, it's weird, I guess. I don't know. God, I look like shit today. All right, Natsuki? It's fine. I might as well get it over with, but it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up in the front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me. I recite my poem. I'm not confident. I receive applause. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that will prove over time though. Maybe. Right then, just leaves you Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called, ew, why are you looking at me? Because you're presenting? The poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little enthused. Her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style and it works surprisingly well. Natsuki finishes, everyone applauds, goes back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival. I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you're going to be reciting. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. Well, that's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. No problem, Jinsington. Okay, everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, and I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Okay. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find some enthusiasm as Minion and Jinsington, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club. Ready to go. Yep. Okay. Hey, look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Hee hee. Geez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. My goodness. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Q. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. Get the fuck out of here. I walk home with Minion once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. Minion's being a little bit quieter. Hey, Minion. Sorry, I was spacing out. Yeah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Minion fumbles her words. So let's just say one day, Clarinet asked to walk home with you. What? Would you do it? Well, what kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Oh fuck, I need to save my game. Should I save my game? Oh fuck it, we're not doing it. Oh shit, okay. All right, I gotta think about this for a second. Okay, we get decisions now. We finally have decisions. Okay, so Minion is asking me if one day Clarinet wanted to walk home with me, would I walk home with Clarinet or would I still walk home with Minion? Huh. I mean, like, it depends, right? Like, me and Minion live in the same area. Why can't we all just walk together? Fuck, guys. Fuck, I gotta pick between Clarinet and Minion right now. Okay. Who's the least likely to murder me is really what I need to think about. Clarinet seems level-headed a little bit. She seems more level-headed than Minion. Minion, I feel, would murder me in my sleep. But Minion's very stalkerish. I'm gonna say Minion. I'm gonna say Minion only because I feel like Minion would fucking murder me if I didn't walk home with her. Oh, you must pick a waifu. There can only be one. Make a fall. I would. I'm gonna say Minion. I'm gonna say Minion. Minion, you really think that I would ditch you for Clarinet? Huh? But she's so beautiful and smart. Oh, jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly and cute. You think about me too much sometimes. Clarinet would deserve it if she wanted it. So, Minion, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? The conversation trails off. Kind of a weird thing for Minion to care about so much, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Oh my god, dude. These fucking things again. I'm just gonna like randomly pick words. I feel like nothing is I feel like these aren't counting. Go imagination, aura, unstable, amazing, tear, sensation, heartbeat, melody, bubbles, portrait, intellectual. I'm literally just picking fucking words. Here we go. Let's get on with it. Here we go. All right. Oh man, the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked into it. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you all. And I'm super happy that you're willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah, I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a little bit like Minion all of a sudden. Ginseng 10, do they really have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? I mean, I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Ginseng 10. That's not how you spell my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as clarinets or Minions anyway. Excuse me? Where is Minion anyway? Oh, there you are. Minion is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Minion. I wave my hand in front of her face. Huh? You're spacing out again? Yeah, sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything okay? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? You just seem a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Minion shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Okay, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Minion before turning back toward everyone else, but the conversation is already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Ginsengton if she noticed anything off about Minion recently. Since they've been prepping for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Ginsengton, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. AQ, what's up? I like that's how Ginsengton would say it. Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Minion recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? I don't know, maybe I'm reading a little bit too much into it. She just seems like a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Ginsengton peers across the room at Minion, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, AQ. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but no, she's not normally like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her, but this time when I asked, she was like really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything was up, so I'll drop it. No, it's important to me. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, AQ. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Minion talks about you more than anything else, you know? Huh? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Minion is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it's always been. You're so funny, AQ. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget I said anything. I'll try to talk to her. Try not to think about it for now. Okay. Ginsengton smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Tenzington stands up from her desk and walks over to the room where Minion is. I watch her kneel down next to Minion and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear from here. I sigh and I sit down to myself. I know Minion told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh down on me so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Kensington. Seriously, is this a fucking horror game? Like, we are 3 hours into this game, I feel like. We started at 2. It is almost 5. After some time passes, Kensington calls out of the club room. Well, why don't we share our poems now? Everyone goes to retrieve their poems. I do the same. I need to speed this up, like seriously. This needs to get good. All right, let's start with Kensington. Stop being dead, she likes you. All right, let's just fucking skip through all this. Let Monica take the poem, hold in my hands. Aha, it's kind of funny. Another poem, surprise, and speak with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time. I guess you could say that, although we kind of grew up as best friends. I haven't been seeing as much of her this past year, but since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together. I see. That reminds me about how Minion's been a little bit off today. Oh, did she tell you something? Well, AQ, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? No, I've been treating her like I always do. All right, just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Minion's been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this anyway. I'll share my poem with you, all right? Fuck. Okay. We don't flirt. Okay. The lady who knows everything. An old tales of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all efforts turn away, the legend remains until one day when access. I'm just gonna skim through this and make sure that there's nothing fucking crazy. Look at her eyes, gaze, everything, you know, purpose, legend does not exist. Okay, nothing crazy. All right, blah, 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 blah. Are you surprised? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's great. I have to go to 3 other bitches and read their poems. Can we please move on? Oh shit, she gave me advice and I missed it. Fuck. Okay, let's go to Minion. Minion, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything okay? Huh? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want to take a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face, okay? Hey, cute. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Clarinet does, or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah, I guess you're the one who likes them the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait, of course I do. But that doesn't mean that I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Minion. I know that you have to sometimes put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you, but we have a wavelength or something, and this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life, so sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Minion? No. Thank you. What the fuck is happening? I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Minion has trouble keeping her voice steadily all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Minion? I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Minion, I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Minion shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Oh, she's crying. Finally, she gathers herself and puts a smile. It's nothing cute. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles for everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Minion? Tell Kensington I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Minion cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Who should I show a poem to next? All right, let's go with the Clarinet. Well done, AQ. You definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Jensington. I think we all felt a little awkward at first. Okay, let me get to her poem. Have you learned? My pins are opinions. Comforting. You're always so sophisticated. Oh, did her boobs just like... her boobs just got like really big. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking, being disliked. What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. All right. Do you want to share a poem now? Okay, here. Beach. Okay, I'm just gonna skim through and see if there's anything that looks crazy. Bliss, Enigma, easier way to lost in. Build a sand castle. Sand is wet. Sand the phone, rats at ankles. We're gonna squish the sand, salty, therapeutic. Okay, nothing crazy here. All right. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose it'd better compare the differences in our writing styles. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in a writing style, just requests. Refreshing. I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Okay. Okay, Natsuki. It's gonna be about the beach, I guess, right? This one's all right. All right. Well, yeah, about as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, yeah, at least I'm trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just the one of us in the club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? That's, it's like you would actually do that. Yeah, Yono, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Okay. How the hell do you call that a joke? Seriously hurt? Well, maybe funny hurt. Guess it's kind of the point. Anyway. I'll just pull him out. All right. I'll be your beach. I think of all of them, I like hers the best because I can actually like read her fucking like typing or her words. Years, beach, go, shore, light, walls, beach, worries away. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in your sunbeams. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. But feel okay. Nothing crazy there. I really need some horror to start going on, guys. I don't know what the fuck I'm playing. All right, okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out? Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even clarinet isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Minion isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Minion always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show me some decency. Oh, come on. She actually was not feeling well, so she went home early. Oh, is that so? I hope she's all right. Seriously? All the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being lovey-dovey. No, first of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Minion. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh? That curious expression coming from Clarinet of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier. Everything is fine. What did she say, Jensington? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. Oh, that's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. but we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all of the poetry pamphlets, and Minion will be helping me design them. As for Clarinet, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Clarinet? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Natsuki pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Minion enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. All right, can we go home now, please? Atmosphere, love the atmosphere. Mind's racing. Natsuki and Yuri, blah, blah, blah. Is Jensington suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they gonna respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Jensington's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. AQ may not like to be around if you only make her out to be a nuisance. So therefore, she may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard can it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for AQ to, what are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work, and baking isn't? Just what do you think, guys? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to AQ to decide how she'd like to contribute. Besides, she hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? Oh, shit. So I'm sure she's interested in... You literally just said that. I am surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Ladies. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. AQ, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, looks... Oh, fuck me. Okay. Okay. Minion is acting super fucking weird. So I need to start I need to distance myself from Minion. I need to like just let her do her own thing. I don't know what the fuck's going on with Minion. Natsuki, although I'd love to like bake with Natsuki, she's super annoying. Clarinet is way too fucking deep for me. I think I'm gonna go with Jensington. I think I'm gonna go with Jensington, y'all. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Jensington. Yay, you picked me. Wait, hold on a second. Yeah. Jensington, you're the one who needs the least help out of us all. What? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Minion as well. Oh yeah, that's right. But AQ is the one who... That doesn't matter. You were the one who scared her into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Jensington. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Jensington, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Clarinet? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Jensington. Yeah, we have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do as good of a job if you make us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Jensington. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. Oh, fuck. Oh, god damn it. Okay, I'm gonna go with Clarinet. I can already tell you're about to say something No, I was just saying. So you'll be helping Clarinet then, AQ? Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking by yourself? I mean, yeah, I already said I would be fine. Okay. All right, let's go home, please. Please stop, please. I get it. You guys want me, you fighting about me. I don't really know why AQ picked me, and also your cupcakes are the best cupcakes in the world I've ever had. They go really well with my tea, and nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so I get it. I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Oh my God. Where is the horror? The horror of this game is that I have to read all this shit. That's the fucking horror of the game, isn't it? All right. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Thank God, please, for the love of God. Okay. I start to follow Jinsington and Natsuki out of the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I realize that you don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh yeah, you're right. I can't believe this slipped my mind. I should have given you my phone number. I think that would be the best way, yes. All right then, Clarinet and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house here on Sunday. My house? Yeah, is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. Can we get them digits? Fuck. Okay, I suppose it makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Okay. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided to press the area. It's not like it doesn't matter. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, AQ. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, what? No, you don't actually think I did. I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason that you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason, the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Clarinet thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Clarinet, you are overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. Okay, please, can we go home, please? For the love of God, please. Let's go home. I can't believe this. Clarinet is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Fucking Clarinet. She's coming. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might have ended up if we're outside of school. Okay, seriously, can't wait. It's already Sunday. Okay. Clarinet is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit. Putting Clarinet aside, I haven't heard anything from Minion since she left the club earlier the other day. It's not like we text each other, but I've been really worried about her. Between what Minion said and what Jinsington said, is it really okay for me to put Minion's feelings aside when she might need me? Well, yeah, leave her the fuck alone. She's clearly going through something, right? I decide to visit Minion before Clarinet comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over. Much like we've done in the past, I reach Minion's house. I knock on the door. Okay, are we getting some horror now? Are we finally getting some horror? Is she gonna be dead? Again, we used to play so often. The house is quiet. Okay. Are we finally getting to the fucking horror? Minion isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to the bedroom where I finally find her. Minion? Oh God, fuck. Fuck, I was hoping to see like a bloodied Minion. Hi, AQ! I sit down in her room. Minion forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Minion's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Well, yeah, but wait, how did you know I was seeing Clarinet? Minion had already left by the time we decided the last meeting. Jinsington told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Jinsington today? Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Oh, so it's just me and Clarinet then? Yep. More silence between us. Minion stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. Well, I just wanted to see how you're doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Minion smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, AQ. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. you wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Minion! I grab Minion by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something's happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this, so tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Minion gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, AQ, but you're wrong. Nothing's happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Minion? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, AQ? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Sounds like something Minion would say. Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? Is she gonna go, bro? I have a feeling she's gonna go. That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Minion's kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just like not think about her? Why, Minion? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend, because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you, even if there's only so much that I could do. Would have tried a little bit harder to make every day better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand, AQ. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste your effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me, but then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everybody in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right. I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Minion, but I don't need to understand them. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, AQ, there's nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was, but I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Aww. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Minion's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Aw. All right, here we go. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club, and seeing you every day makes it worthwhile. If I make friends with everyone else, that's just a bonus, but please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Minion isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Minion's arms remain at her side. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this. Please don't do this. Minion barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Minion finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, AQ. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain, but your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Aww. Minion lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. Well, the festival's tomorrow. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? Wait, how would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want, I promise. I think maybe next time. You wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Clarinet to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Minion shakes her head. I'm sorry, I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Oh God. I look forward to it. No, I need you. No, I need you to stay with her. She's clearly like about to go. There is no tomorrow. I can see it coming from a mile away, bro. I've been there. I've fucking been there. I say goodbye to Minion and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Clarinet is about to come over. I think Minion is right. I shouldn't be worried too much. No, that is incorrect. You should very much worry about her. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. Bro, I'm a terrible fucking person. You need to call the local fucking people. Okay, as I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Clarinet, thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. Well, you always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I feel like it's really about to get dark. Like, Minion is done for. There is no tomorrow. I will be pleasantly surprised if I see her tomorrow. I take Clarinet into my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. Yeah. I cleaned it before you came over, so. Well, that's very considerate of you to do. I would be really embarrassed for our room to be a mess while you were here. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Clarinet's wrist, which is in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Clarinet's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap as if making sure she's keeping track of them. Oh my God, it's 5. I really need to speed this up. Please, can I? I'm just gonna like speed all this up. I'm gonna try to speed read. She pulls out a few candles. A plan to cover the windows in black papers and use the candles to light the room. That would be neat. Diffuser, not familiar. What are we talking about? Lighting candles? I feel like it. I don't think the horror is coming anytime soon, other than the fact that it's like Minion is probably gonna off herself the next day. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Clarinet looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. I have no reason to judge. To each their own. Yeah, I promise. All right. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. Please don't think I'm weird for this. Oh, you're laughing at me. I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. She's into knives, bro. Clarinet is into knives. Like, let's go. Suits me. It's intense. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Clarinet carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and I turn it around my hands. It feels heavy. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point. Ow! Cute. Why did you do that? I mean, I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it. It's my fault. I should have warned you. The knife's extremely sharp, and you brought it to my fucking house. It can cut through skin like paper. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Clarinet takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. I swear to God, if Clarinet licks my fucking finger. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. I mean, if you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off. Without... Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I mean, Clarinet. I don't even think Clarinet's here right now. She's missing all of this. She went silent a long time ago. I I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Clarinet lowers her head, her face burning up. Clarinet. That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm so sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right?
Oh my.
Clarinet, I think you're overreacting just a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this? Okay, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I need to do it. I take Clarinet's hand and lick her index finger and okay, I think we pause here because I feel like I'm gonna get super, I feel like I'm gonna get super into this and I'm not gonna be able to stop. Thank you. Did you really just do that? Okay, now we're even. Clarinet just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. You're so weird, AQ. I'm weird? Wait a minute, I'm weird? I just pricked my finger and you licked it, but I'm the weird one? What the fuck? Oh my Lanta, I want to revisit this. I really do. Clarinet giggles shyly. Clarinet calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? Oh, I don't think I need one actually. It was a tiny cut. It looks like it already stopped bleeding. I see, that's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Clarinet's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. Word. Are you ready to move to the next task? Let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Oh yeah, that's right. Of course not. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Okay. Taking Clarinet's advice, I decided to use the small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips. Then bring it back into my room. Clarinet, yes. I come in to see Clarinet quickly unrolling her sleeve, putting it back over her arm. Is she a cutter? She's gotta be a cutter. She's gotta be a cutter, bro. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? Oh, I was trying to see if like maybe she had like blood or something on her shirt. No, not at all. There's nothing wrong. Let's mix the paint. Clarinet hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So I thought we would do something simple that would work very nice. I like to paint on a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for sunrise and then daytime and then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner and we can hang it on the wall in the classroom. What are you gonna write? Well, it will be more fun to surprise you. Okay, if you say so. Clarinet and I kneel on the opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Clarinet uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolor feels a lot like art class projects that we used to do back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean it at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad that you feel that way too. Clarinet stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself, for me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like to spend time with the other person that I'm with. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes me feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Oh? Even if Clarinet and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think you feel the same way. Clarinet smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Clarinet leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Yeah, sorry. Clarinet reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. No, it's not your fault. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. There's something on my face. Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel. Then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room, kneel back. Here. I pat down Yuri's face with a neck and towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry, I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Clarinet suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Huh? Just a little longer. It feels really nice. Oh. I keep my hand still against Clarinet's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books, almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped in her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of jasmine oil getting me dizzy feelings? Clarinet's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm, and suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was a moment ago. Clarinet slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. No, it's good. Damn it. Kiss one of these bitches. The moment is over as soon as it began. Clarinet picks up a brush. Her movements are clumsy, remain silent. That should do it. I want to see this banner. The talent, the only thing they select from. Blue ball's the game. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. Oh yeah, that's true. Perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? Yeah, totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. I was wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit. No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing work. Well, Clarinet thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is we got everything done, right? Yeah, so I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Clarinet seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends. That doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Oh boy. Thank you, no problem. I will. Clarinet fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, I kind of say that without thinking about today. It's fine that we didn't have much time as we wanted because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over or we can go out somewhere. Oh, I forgot. You don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Clarinet simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. You're very thoughtful, AQ. Yuri takes a step closer to me and then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? I don't even get a chance. Clarinet suddenly pulls back. Minion! Huh? Minion? Hi, AQ! Minion. Just now we were... It's okay, AQ. I stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. We'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Minion beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Clarinet hurries off. Minion waves goodbye after her. Minion, I thought you didn't want me to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Clarinet and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you made such good friends. All that matters to me. Aw, jeez. Bro. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Oh fuck, I gotta go, guys. Okay, I need like a cut. I feel like I can't like cut in the middle of this. I need like another like pass. Minion, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't a burden on your mind. It's something that makes me happy. Minion looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, AQ. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Minion? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Minion? Is it true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. AQ, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Minion. I don't want to hurt you anymore. I slide my hand down Minion's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I'd always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Minion nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most of right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. I'm a fucking player. Oh, here we go. Okay, shit. Oh no. Oh god. Okay. Fuck. I feel like I should. Oh man. No, we're just gonna fucking go with it. I'm gonna. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm gonna say you're always gonna be my dearest friend. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Jensington told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after joining the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. Minion forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about it. Minion. It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. Bro, what do you want from me? I can't. What? Wait. Wait, what? What? I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house, bro. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? Because she's gonna fucking off herself. There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Minion through her feelings and help her the path that's right, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Minion's feelings as she is, even though I can comfort her. I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, something different. I know these thoughts. Fuck. I think I just killed her. She's dead now. Okay. I'm gonna save. I think it's auto saved, right? I think I auto saved. 525. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. We're definitely gonna revisit this game. I cannot not play this game. So, because I need to see what happens. I feel like I'm getting so invested in this. Like I said, guys, tomorrow no stream. I'm trying to think, like, Monday was supposed to do some trials with Psyducks. I guess if we go flawless, I still need to do the pale heart stuff, but I guess if we go flawless on Monday, like really quick, I'll probably come back to this game because I'm actually like, I'm getting invested now. So well, we are fucking invested. So I don't know how much longer. Does anybody know how much longer the game is? I feel like we are like have barely scratched the surface of this game unless it starts going downhill like really fast. But yeah, we'll try to revisit it. I don't have anybody to give it off to, but as always, guys, thank you so much for an incredible week. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Psyduck Pirate and Vince Faded with the biddies for the week. $9 with the gifted subs for the week. I really do appreciate you guys very much. Thank you for the well wishes for the anniversary. Yeah, if you guys need me, you can tag me in the Discord. If you're going out tonight or over the weekend, please stay safe, stay sound, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Have an awesome weekend, guys, and I will see you on Monday. Bye, Kingdom.